Hello and welcome to the 6th edition of my journey of signing up to an online property training course, a online training course so that you don't have to. So yes, where have I been? I am back from just a holiday. That's all it was. And everyone needs them. They are necessary. More than necessary. So yeah, myself and my girlfriend went down to Devon to see my grandma. Mum and dad came too. A nice family time off. Lovely week. And now getting back into it. Today's video is going to be just a quick one looking at setting up the company, which I sort of did just before going on holiday, and then the process is still kind of ongoing, but I'll get into that later. First of all, though, just a bit of accountability, a bit of honesty, because that's what this thing's all meant to be about, really. Oh, and helping people. Getting back into the swing of things, as I mentioned earlier, has not been easy. Kind of still feel like I'm in holiday mode a little bit. It's been hard to get myself back into the good routine I've been building. That routine was the week before going away. I got up to calling about four agents a day. That was my target, and I did it pretty well. I think I did 21, 22 in a week. Sorry, my target was 20. I did that 21, I think. So that was going really well. Using my lunch breaks, etc., etc. Getting back into it after holiday, it's where you've got to be disciplined without having necessarily the motivation, because I still want to be on holidays, fantastic time, and as you can see, this is not where I live. It's not perhaps as pristine, I don't know, as the Premier Inn. So I'm away for work, and that's out of the routine as well. So I don't actually have the routine necessarily to fall back into. I have to force myself into it. Yes, I'm still doing the same job, but in a different location. So on Tuesday, when I started back, I didn't call any agents. But yesterday and today, I managed to call two, just force myself back into it. I'm happy with that. I'll get back up to my previous standards not before too long. But yeah, I mean, maybe you also struggle with that coming back from holiday. Just have to grind through. It's not necessarily fun having them come down after a holiday. But hey, the reasons we can do those holidays, afford the train ticket, meals out, etc., is based on doing hard work, isn't it? So there's no holiday without the sacrifice and the hard work first. Okay, so I decided to go for Companies Made Simple, but not simply because LaFontaine said it. Obviously, that was a fantastic recommendation in the end, but I wanted to consider, well, is that the cheapest way to do what I want to get? What is it I want to get? I want to set up the company. I don't mind sort of it taking a little while. I'm not that enticed as some people are with, set it up in 2 minutes, kind of the urgency and the speed. But I also wanted to hide my personal address on Company's House. And I was thinking, well, why don't I do it like this? Why don't I set it up on Company's House and then buy because I had a previous business part of a university project, and we did this. We set it up on Company's House, then we bought a registered office, a virtual office address from Capital Office, which costs about £40 to £50. And then £12 on Company's House, that's about £60, and the Companies Made Simple quote is £75. So why don't I do that? No, in 2024, setting up a company is £12. Now it's £50. Thank you, Keir Starmer. I think that's one of his government's changes. So look, I went for Companies Made Simple, and let's run through the process. forming the company, £60, and then I added on, and I think that included hiding your address, so it could have been done £60. I went up to 75 because it sounded good to have fraud protection and registration review. Fraud protection, it's probably just a one of them by these companies. Really, should there be any option where you are vulnerable to fraud? I don't know, but they say it was to receive instant notifications for any updates, unexpected directed changes, suspicious filings. Basically, when you're running the company, without having to manually log on to Companies House, which you have to think about. Now, Companies Made Simple will email me if there are any things unusual, such as someone has got onto my HMRC account and filed the wrong things, and that could be potentially dangerous for sure. And the second one, in terms of fighting your corner, avoid delays and rejection at Companies House. Don't need to go into more details. You can imagine where that's going. So the application itself, I just had to put in the company details, email address, and web and domain, and etc. Then, sort of as I was going through, they have these, like B2B partnerships and offering things like Mazuma and accounting software and marketing and things like that, and add-ons like that, and there's some level of discount code if you're interested. I just wanted to get it done, to be honest. I did save a few options for reference later, like I said, Mazuma or whatever. Sounds pretty good, but didn't go for anything right away. So the application is really, really simple, and then just got to the even simpler part, if you like. To just verify your ID, and then you're good to go. It's really funny. So set it up together with my girlfriend. She'll be the second director, 50-50, keep it nice and fair. Her ID verification went through really, really smoothly. Mine didn't. Had a point where she was verified to run the company and I wasn't. I was a little bit worried about that, would that jeopardize the application? It was pending for almost 24 hours, and I sent an email to Companies Made Simple. They were really good about it. They just said, oh yeah, sorry, that's a mistake, we can get that sorted. Didn't have to do anything else. So I did think, do I have to go somewhere in person? Do I have to have I was thinking I'd probably have to have a Teams meeting where I go like this is my passport, this is my face, hello. Didn't have to do any of that. They literally just replied, oh yeah, okay, we'll get. They got it sorted, and then I got the email confirmation. Honestly, probably just need one of these. I only got it last year. It's not really an old phone, but I just don't think the camera's up to scratch, and sometimes ID verifications don't go so well. What next? Companies Made, right? Well, look, the reason for doing that next in the compliance process was because make a company, then get the UTR number. When I have the UTR number, I can do my anti-money laundering. But without that, then don't have that tax reference proof. Unique tax reference number that I have a company to therefore register for the anti-money laundering. It can take up to 3 weeks. I understand that, but I actually rang up Companies Made Simple because I know that. Because what Companies House say is, right, well, your UTR number is sent by post to you at your registered office address. I'm thinking, my registered office address, which I deliberately made somewhere completely far away. So I'm not going to have to go there. Am I to pick up this letter to go 0532? No. Companies Made Simple, I rang them up and they're like, yeah, no worries. We'll just send you an email of what we receive, whether they'll scan it in or whatever. I'm still awaiting that. I set up the company on the 19th of August. We're now 4th of September. And how many weeks is that? I should expect to see it soon, shouldn't I? Where are we at? Yeah, we're getting to the 2 weeks mark. We're over the 2 weeks mark, so should have the UTR number soon, and then I can get money laundry. I mean, anti. Cool. Next videos. I'll show you what I've been doing. Get into the nitty gritty. Like I said, I have been doing Asian calls and agent calls, estate agent calls, prospecting, whatever you want to call it. So you know, and I've also done a viewing, so that'll be another video as well. So there's lots to share that I've been getting on with, and also still lots more to do. Very much at the start of the journey. Lots more to do, lots more to learn, and lots more to show you if you're still considering jumping on a training like this. Alright, well, I'll see you then.